What's up, liquefied mouse brain?
What's up, Punchy?
Is that for my fight trip coming up?
Yeah.
I'm getting really excited about it.
And your brain.
My brain, I have a punchy brain.
It seems like it sometimes.
I'm fine.
Aren't there a lot of cognitive issues in the UFC world?
There can be.
I'm sure there are.
You have cognitive issues.
No shit.
I do too.
This old man brain is slowing down.
Oh, man brain.
I ain't as young as I used to be.
I know. How you feeling today?
I feel fine.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm a little wore out from going to my nephew's graduation. I had to wake up at 8 in the morning on Saturday, take an Uber out to Ann Arbor to meet my sister and my brother-in-law, and then drive to Kalamazoo with them. And I had to be up at like 8 o'clock in the morning on Sunday to get to the graduation. So my brain doesn't really know what's happening right at this moment.
Well, we bleeped last week because I accidentally said his name, and then you just said nephew, and then you should go boop.
I'll just put a sound in right now.
Boop.
There it is.
That was me. That was me. But you posted a really cute picture of you guys together.
Very fun. I'm very proud of him. Cracking me up because my sister was like, you don't have to be at my house until, I don't know, later in the afternoon on Saturday, and then we'll just drive out because the graduation's on Sunday.
Mm-hmm.
But then my nephew sent her an email on Friday saying like, I think this is fake, but Saturday they're giving me an award for something. So if you want to be here, my sister's like, what do you mean it's fake? And he's like, well, they won't tell me. He's like, they won't tell me what it is.
Aww.
So I think it's fake. So my sister was like, no, we have to go. So we went earlier, and then we went to this big event on Saturday where kids got like awards for like different honors and stuff. And so he got an award for honors in Japanese studies.
That's so awesome.
Yeah.
Is he going to move there?
Probably someday.
That's crazy.
I am so, as a high school dropout and someone who never finished college, I am so, like, when he got that award, they give him, like, you get a special cord that you have to wear on your cloak when you walk graduation. You know what I mean?
Your cloak.
Whatever they're called. I don't know. Like I said, I don't know what any of this fucking shit is. I never had to do it.
Graduated from wizard school.
Yeah, that's in my brain. That's what it is. I was like, look, everybody looks like a magician. But there is something like, I'll tell you what, ritual and history does influence you in weird ways, because when I was sitting there on Sunday and you got all parents and friends and family and all the kids are walking the stage, getting their degrees and stuff, like there is a moment where I was like, oh, I'll probably never experience that.
You could get an honorary one from somewhere. That's a thing for being so knowledgeable.
That's true. I probably will get one.
Yeah, you should.
Yeah, but they give those fucking awards to everybody. Like the guy from like Always Sunny in Philadelphia has a doctorate.
Yeah, Taylor Swift got something too.
Yeah, like they just give them to anybody if you're famous or you got enough money or whatever.
Well, great. Let's both get one.
My uncle, who donated a ton of money to start an LGBTQ scholarship fund at Ferris University, he got an honorary doctorate.
Yeah, let's put this on the bucket list.
That we get honorary doctorates?
Or not a doctorate, but you can get other stuff.
Don't you want to be like Dr. Jessica?
Kinda, yeah.
Yeah, you want to an honorary doctorate?
Okay, fine. All right, well, manifest that shit.
But it was fun, good time, family, blah, 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 graduation. Congratulations to my nephew and my sister and my brother-in-law for creating my nephew.
I was texting her, and then you stole her phone and texted me, stop talking to my sister. And I said, we're friends. And then you called me, and because you guys were in the car together, and then she kept texting me anyway. And then she said that you were charming all the parents. And I'm like, yeah, he tends to do that.
At events like that, I turn it on.
Yeah, she said you really helped her out with that.
Well, it wasn't that hard. One of the moms loves cats, so that was easy. One of the dads is like marketing and advertising, so that was easy.
Sure.
And then my brother-in-law's aunt and uncle both watch British mysteries. So that was super easy too.
These are your people.
I know, right?
Good thing I didn't go. I would have bored them to death, obviously.
Just like everywhere.
Oh, and then in texting too, she said, we're in the back seat. And I'm like, yeah, that's where he always is.
Oh, and then I came home. Check this motherfucking shit. God Damn.
What?
I come home. Obviously, I wasn't here to pick up my mail on Saturday.
Mm-hmm.
So Sunday afternoon, I get dropped off. I check my mailbox. A fucking letter from the city of Royal Oak to mow my lawn.
Oh my God. Listen, why won't they leave us alone?
What is happening in this fucking city? That's all they have to do?
I've gotten 2 code violations in the last couple months, and if it keeps going like this, I'm gonna fucking move.
It's insane.
I know, stop looking at my house. It looks fine.
I was like, what? What?
Also, you know what I realized? Okay, I don't even know if I told you, but there was one day I saw on my security camera, some guy walked up my porch and was touching the columns on my porch, and he looked wasted. I thought he was fucking wasted. And then it showed him walking around the side of my house, and I'm like, who the fuck is this guy? And now I'm realizing it was obviously the code guy, and I have the video. So I'll be like, oh, you're gonna keep picking on me? Why don't you explain to me why this guy's fucking hammered at 3 in the afternoon? Because he's obviously he's not walking normal on the fucking video. So oh, you're just gonna send this guy out drunk to peek at all of our houses like a weirdo? He didn't have to come up on my fucking porch. Don't touch my house.
So anyway, I saved this letter about my lawn needing to be cut, and I have retyped it on my computer. And I have created letterhead of my own design.
Perfect.
Because every time I ride my fucking bike anywhere, every fucking city park needs its lawn cut.
No shit.
So I'm going to start sending letters to the city of Royal Oak that they need to mow the lawn on their property or face violations.
That is so fun. They're going to kick us both out.
Yeah, that's fine. Whatever. I'm John Tenney. Don't they know?
We have a doctorate. Damn it. Well, no, that's what I was thinking. I'm like, if I write to them and tell them that their dude is drunk, they're just going to come and write me a violation every day.
For sure.
I know, there's no way to win. It's fucking rude.
Who is out in this day and age? Someone's driving around, not on the shitty, fucked up roads, not looking at the horrible sidewalks that they're trying to replace and fucked up, but measuring my lawn.
The road right by you isn't even paved.
There's 2 dirt roads by my house.
They could start on that. Your grass has never been long.
It's crazy.
Well, you are going to have to do mine when I'm gone then, or they're going to get me.
Of course. That's what friends do for each other. When friends have something to do, they do it for each other.
And we have to paint on fucking Sunday so they don't get me.
And I'll do that too, because I'm your friend, and when friends have things to do, they help each other out.
I will buy us sandwiches.
So thank you for driving me to Ann Arbor on Saturday.
I knew you were going to say it. I knew you were going to say it. Bro, it was so early. And she was going to pay for the Uber anyway.
So early.
Stop. I knew you were going to say it. I felt it. I felt it coming. I felt it. I'm sorry. Well, I'm driving us to fucking Missouri.
You're going anyway.
Yeah, but it's going to be so fun. I already listen.
It's not like you're driving me to Missouri and dropping me off. You're driving me to Missouri to go and have fun on your way to go and have more fun.
I know. But I researched today and I realized where we're going to stop in the middle and where we're going to go.
All right.
Okay. I like how you know not to ask me because I'm not telling you.
I know.
It's gonna be good though. I feel like you've never been there and I've never been there, so it's halfway through.
All right,
it'll be fun. Okay, another thing, a few days before you went to your nephew's graduation, it was Toad's birthday last Wednesday on June 8th. And I forgot to put, so we made a Patreon video of us going around town and celebrating Toad's birthday, and it was really fun. And then we played Friends trivia game on the video. Not Friends like me and you are friends, Friends like the television series Friends, card game, quiz show, and it was really fun. But listen, I forgot to put in the video that Toad's birthday falls on National Best Friends Day.
Oh, that's nice.
Isn't that crazy? My dog of 14 years passes away. I adopt a new dog and his birthday is on National fucking Best Friends Day. That's so cute. So then that was the first part that I found out. And then the second part that I found out, okay, we played the Friends trivia game on the video. The next day I wake up, Friends is on in the afternoon because it's on every fucking second. So I'm watching Friends. A, it was the Tulsa episodes that got you on that stupid question. And B, on one of the episodes that I watched literally the next day, Ross is at the hospital and Joey's filling out his forms for him and he says his birthday and Ross's birthday is October 18th and that's the day that I adopted Toad.
There you go. It's all coming together.
It's just all the universe just swirls around me.
You're going to notice this happening though as you get older. Every date is going to be significant.
It is.
Because there's only 365 days, right? So the longer you live, you're going to be like, remember September 19th was the time I tripped on my heel and smacked my head. And that's the same day that movie came out that was all about that guy who smacked his head.
Okay, first of all, I don't have a good enough memory for any of that to happen.
That's true.
Just certain things stick out, and they're usually dog related because I don't care about anything else.
That's true. Punchy
brain. Okay, I talked to that psychic again. Well, she just keeps DMing me shit that she gets. Listen, just wait. I can feel you reacting. Just stop, wait. So she literally said that you're my soul brother, and we've known each other for a million lifetimes, and not a million, but you know what I'm saying, like over lots of lifetimes, and we've swapped like sexes before. Like sometimes I'm a boy and sometimes you're a girl, but we're still best friends. And shut up. And so we both like feel super responsible for each other and protective over each other because like in some of the other lifetimes we like lost each other, and I don't know if that's from like moving or like dying. I don't know what the fuck, but I guess she said you have soul baggage from like accident, like something happening to me and you couldn't stop it. So you like worry about me. And then she said, in this lifetime, we're like trying to fix it all. And that's why we feel pulled to live together, because we don't want to lose each other again.
I don't know.
I mean, that's cute.
I guess.
Is that cute?
Is that cute?
Is that cute?
I guess.
I think it's cute. I don't know. That's all I got. She didn't tell me.
I mean, the other thing that you have to realize, though, is like we could live together, but only if it's, I mean, the house that we would live in, it almost has to be separate houses.
No, I know. I know. But it can be if we find, listen, those houses that I see on cheap Nordic houses are like 4-bedroom, 2-bath, whatever the fuck, and they're on like a lake. Like we could be far enough away from each other. Like I don't have to, I know, trust me. We live in the exact same way. Like we'll figure it out.
I like when I talk to my dad. My dad has this thing because he's like, I haven't talked to anybody in 3 days. I'm so alone. And I have to explain to him like, I haven't talked to anybody in 5 days.
I know. The only person I talk to is my dog.
He's like, yeah, but you talk to Jessica all the time. I'm like, sometimes no.
No, not every day.
No, not every day. I'm like, you have physical therapy 3 times a week. You have your coffee club 3 times a week. You go to the Walmart. You go to the Harbor Freight. You go to Aldi. You're doing way more. You're seeing way more fucking people than I am. And then my dad goes, but you wanted your life to be this way. You wanted to be alone. He's
so weird. You could have said the same thing back to him. He's so weird.
He's right, though. I did want to be alone.
I know. I don't talk to. Do you think during those days that I'm alone, people don't invite me to do shit? I just don't go.
Do you think growing up in the household I grew up with him, I wanted to be in a relationship and have a family like him? He made me want to be the type of person who wanted to live alone.
Samesies. I fucking love it. I did jack shit today. I watched MMA shows all day. I walked around in my fucking pajamas. I made a lean cuisine. I fucking pet my dog. Like, my life is awesome. No, nothing I would change, really. Oh, I did that. That client I had yesterday was the one that's on the reality show.
Oh, yeah.
She was super nice. I'm not going to say the name of the reality show because, like, she has bad feelings about it, but she was super cool. But it made me feel bad and I feel like I would have the same, like, reaction to all of this. But she said it gave her, like, super bad, like, self-image problems. And, like,
oh, yeah.
She was picked apart online and she's like, do I really look like that? And she said she's had like a bunch of like work done since to like feel good about herself again. I'm like, that's fucked. I'm like, I'm so sorry, dude. Like,
no, I mean, television, it really depends on like how they edit it, how they cut it, what lens they use. Watch any episodes of Ghost Stalkers. I look like I have been hit in the face with a 2x4 on every single episode.
No, you don't.
I really do. And then like, because I'm not acting, I'm just being me. Like if I'm ever in a car, like I'm all slumped down and shit and my double chin is out and I'm not paying attention. And like anybody else is like, they're up straight, proper, and they got their head out so they don't got, no, I'm like, fuck it, I don't care. And that does something. And then you're like, oh shit, like a million people saw me.
That's what she said. She's like, she feels like she got the worst edit on the show. And that's why I said to him, like, when you watch like stuff like the Kardashians, they have like a fucking glowy filter over the camera. You don't get that. Like regular or like grittier fucking reality shows, like you're not gonna get that courtesy. Like, of course, I'm like, I felt so bad though. Like, she's like, I seriously feel like I have PTSD. Like, I need therapy from being on TV. I'm like, you probably do.
Well, and people don't realize too, I mean, there was that, I mean, the eras upon eras of movies and television that because it was in black and white, every every actor that you see, like hot actor from the 1940s and 50s, was bald.
Oh, yeah.
But like when you dye hair and put on wig and you're shooting it in black and white, and that contrast is so like crisp and like you're like, oh my God, what a good looking head of hair on that guy. And then you see like a behind the scenes picture, or like when he's walking to his car or something like that, and you're like, oh fuck.
I know. When I was watching The Staircase this week, I like it goes through a period of time. So there's a part where they're aged and they show the main guy from the back, and there's like such obvious gray like spray paint on the back of his head. I'm like, I think that could have been done better. But no, everybody in black and white looks better for sure.
For sure. By the way, speaking of movies that we've watched, I can say now, because I have watched it, I can give a John review. Was it for me or was it not for me? And I can tell you that it was not for me.
What?
And that movie was The Lost City.
Oh, come on. Come on. That movie's so cute.
I watched the whole fucking thing. I almost gave up 15 minutes in.
You are crazy, bro. That movie is so cute. Did you finish it?
Yeah, I watched the whole. I make a determination on a film if I only watch 15 minutes of something.
You didn't laugh out loud?
Not. Oh, there's one joke that I laughed at.
Tell me what it was.
It was not even one of the main characters. It was one of the guys who was on the television show The Office.
Oh, yeah.
And there's a part in the very end when Daniel Radcliffe is on a boat and runs away, and he knocks him down and he says, "Where did you think you're going? This is a boat."
The whole part where Brad Pitt was there and then she was like, "Why are you so handsome?" Like that whole thing, that was so good.
Nope, not for me.
God, that movie was cute. You're wrong.
Do you know what I realized is when I was watching it? I kept getting this feeling of, why don't I like it? Why isn't it for me? Like I can't figure it out. And I figured it out about a half an hour in. It's the same reason I can't watch Gilligan's Island. Because I can't watch movies where even the dumbest person wouldn't do something that dumb.
Like what?
Like you can't be like if I suspend my disbelief that this character, this Channing Tatum character is a dummy, like he is stupid, he is dumb, he does things that not even the dumbest person would do, and that drives me crazy.
Nah, I think it's cute.
No, it's maddening to me.
Okay, but
I can't watch Gilligan's Island because I know at the beginning of every episode that all the other characters, even though they are dumb, are going to work to get off the island. And Gilligan, who is just as dumb as everyone else, does things that not even a dumb person would do and fucks it all up. And it makes me mad.
Okay, fucking A. Not everyone is as smart as you, so maybe people would do that. You see people who can't spell, they're there on fucking line every day. Do you think somebody would be able to get off an island? Not them, probably fucking not really.
But they wouldn't try and shove a person in a chair in a car.
Oh, people would just really need to watch the movie and have their own.
They wouldn't try and shove a person in a chair who's in a car, shove a person in a chair in a car, and then in a later scene show you that with nail clippers he could have cut her out in less than 10 seconds.
Okay, well, I didn't break it down that much, so
not for me.
Fine. I feel like that movie was very much similar. I don't know why, but like in the same vein as like the Nick Cage movie that we saw. Did you like that?
I like the Nick Cage movie a lot.
Yeah, so how was you not like this? It's like the same, just chaotic like nonsense.
No, but people in the Nick Cage movie are doing smart things even though they're dumb. And then when they do really dumb things in the Nick Cage movie, it's because they're high or drunk.
Listen, this is a good segue because my friend in Vegas today, her stepdad went to the vet office and saw like pets, not like veterans. And Nick Cage was there at the vet in Vegas. I didn't even know he lived in Vegas.
I think he lives everywhere.
No, I know. He has like 3 houses, but I guess he mainly stays in Vegas, and it's like 5 minutes from my friend's house, and she said he's all over the place all the time. And her stepdad took this incognito picture of Nick Cage and she sent it to me, and I'm like, bro. And there's a Whole Foods right on the corner. I'm like, we're hanging out at Whole Foods. I know Nick Cage goes to Whole Foods.
Did you bang Nick Cage?
He's married, first of all, and his wife looks like she's 7. So I don't think I would be in his age range. But if he wasn't married, I would probably have to just report on that fucking situation.
Right, that's true.
I would have to. He's like, Mom, mom's being a whore. He's like, stop it, Mom.
Don't be a whore, mommy.
He's censoring me. Sorry, you would fuck him too. No, you wouldn't. You're a good boy. I have to keep this now. Okay, you gotta find a different one, baby. So yeah, so we're gonna stalk Nick Cage when I'm in Vegas. Oh, this is really random too, but okay, this is like one of the people that listens to our podcast all the time is gonna have to like confirm that I talked about this because I know I did before. Back in the day, I told you about, or I don't know why I was talking about it, but there's this crazy episode of 90210. Here we go. Plus, on my trip, it's been confirmed today that I'm literally going to the 90210 house, and I'm so fucking excited, and I'll put it on a Patreon video. Anyway, there's this crazy episode of 90210 where Dylan, like, I don't remember what the issue was, but he's like fed up and he leaves town and he ends up like rolling around for a few days with this like old horse lady, right?
Mhm.
He's supposed to be like 19 and she's clearly like 40, and they have this like relationship and he helps her break a horse and then she sells it so he thinks she's a monster. It's so unhinged. It has no business being in the whole fucking series. It's so weird. So listen, I was looking at the lineup for Motor City Nightmares and the horse lady's gonna be there. I just want to go to her and be like, why the fuck were you in this unhinged 90210 episode with Dylan and you're a horse seller lady? But she was also in like the new Texas Chainsaw, which I don't even barely remember, and I don't know who she would have been. And then she was also in that Gretel and Hansel movie that you said was kind of good.
That Gretel and Hansel movie was good.
Yeah, she said she's in that. So she's going to be at Motor City Nightmares. Is that so weird?
That Hansel and Gretel movie is good, and if you remember, it was directed by Anthony Perkins' son.
Oh, I should watch that.
You should watch it. It's good.
Okay, I'll watch it. It's probably on Shudder or some shit.
I think that's where I watched it.
Yeah, she's gonna be there. I forget when Motor City Nightmares is, but I put it on our calendar.
Oh, going back to Living Alone.
Yeah.
I woke up this morning. I had this crazy involved dream.
Mm-hmm.
And in the dream, I was dating someone, and then someone else in the dream kissed me. And then in the dream, I was worried that the girl I was dating would find out that I cheated on her. And then I like woke up out of that and I laid in bed for like 10 minutes, just quietly thinking to myself, I love not dating anyone.
Like, these are not real problems in my life. No. I had very bizarre dreams the last 2 days. The one 2 nights ago I don't even want to talk about because it was like somebody that I know offed themselves and I don't know why. And then weirdly enough, somebody else I know in the dream had a baby and named the baby after the person. I'm like, none of this is real. It was so weird. And then last night I had weird dreams too, but I can't remember what they were about, but something is going on.
I think my dreams have been fucked up for the past couple of days just because I'm sleeping when I'm not supposed to be. Well, I'm sleeping on a normal person's schedule and my body's not used to it.
I know. That's what I was thinking. I got to get on one too because when we like waking up in hotels every day, I got to get out.
I'm telling you, on Saturday night, I laid down in bed and like turned the TV off and just put on some like music on my phone and closed my eyes. And it was 11:30 and my brain was like, what are you fucking doing? It's 11:30. Like there's a bar downstairs that doesn't close until 2. You're out of town. Go do something. And I was like laying in bed shaking, trying to get myself to go to sleep.
Oh no. But the way we live, it's like, it's going to feel like shit anyway. You should have just went. Who cares?
I know. But then on Sunday, it was so funny because my sister texted me at like 8:30 and she was like, it's time to get up. We got to go get doing stuff. And I was like, I'm already awake. I'm downstairs drinking coffee and smoking a cigarette. And she was like, her mind was blown. She was like, what are you doing up already?
That's the best part. I swear that's one of the best parts about going on trips with you is you always get out of bed before me. You go smoke and then you come back in the bed like I'm like I have an illness and you're just like, here's a coffee, here's a donut, here's a little rug, pat my head and like
here's some juice.
Here's some juice. It's my favorite part. It's like brings me to life. I swear. You're just like, I already walked down the road.
That's true. That's true.
Do you want to know what I found out that I didn't? This is like the quarters thing. I'm sorry, but maybe it's not as bad as that. But I was researching my trip. Did you know? I don't even want to say it out loud. Did you know that Baja California is not in California? It's in Mexico. Does that make any sense?
Yeah.
What kind of fucking sense does that make? What does that even mean? What did I even just say? Like, what?
It's the way that our country is fucked up, the way it got split up and who owned what and who owns what and who we kicked out of what area to say is ours.
Well, why wouldn't you call it Baja, Mexico, not Baja, California, Mexico? That doesn't make any sense.
I'm going to assume that since it's in that lower part, the peninsula, and California was probably originally Mexican territory, and California was like the whole thing, including that peninsula part. And it just remains Mexico, but called California.
No, it's in the land in Mexico.
It is? I thought Baja was...
Look it up.
I thought Baja was that peninsula.
Well, whatever. Well...
Isn't it?
Still be, regardless, even if it reaches over, if it's over the line, it should be called Mexico, not Baja, California. That's so weird.
Yeah, it's in that peninsula. It's in that peninsula part.
Yeah, then it's called Baja, California, but it's not.
Baja, California, Mexico.
I just don't get it. That would be like if, I can't even think of it. Never mind.
Places are just places.
I know. Do you want to know something else that you're going to be annoyed about that I read about? Guess what happened? Guess what happened? Like, I can't talk. Guess what opened in downtown Detroit in Midtown?
What?
A place called the Nain Rouge Brewery.
That's been coming for a couple of years.
Yeah, and it has like the little devil on the logo and everything, and they don't know.
They don't know.
And you said the whole legend is like problematic, and they're just like, hey, let's open a brewery over this thing that's awkward.
Anyone who in this day and age reads the legend of the Nain Rouge or the Nain Rouge, however you want to say it, like when it says that there's a little red man who's mad at the Cadillac, and Cadillac hits the red man, and then the red man curses Cadillac, and you take into account who the French are calling red men at the time, you realize it's not an impish elf gnome supernatural creature. It's one of the original inhabitants of Michigan, and it becomes very problematic.
Yes. Do you know what that just reminded me of?
What?
Just a segue out of problematic things. Firstly, we're recording a guest appearance on Web Crawlers this Wednesday, our favorite podcast, Web Crawlers. And secondly, just recently they did an episode about gnomes, and Allie does the fucking funniest thing where she sounds like she's about to be super serious. Like she'll be on the most serious topic and she'll start a sentence and I'm like, oh, she's about to drop some fucking knowledge. And she goes, you may be asking yourself, are gnomes hot? And the answer is yes. I fucking cackled out loud. I was doing my makeup and I like cackled in the fucking mirror. Oh, also, the other day on Web Crawlers, I think it was on the mailbag, they talked about how Luke Perry got buried in a mushroom suit. And we talked about that on our podcast already.
We did.
Because we're smart.
Yep.
And obsessed with 90210.
Yeah, I don't know when that episode of Web Crawlers will drop, but
yeah, I don't either.
I'm going to try and do a quick class and teach them how to remote view.
Yeah, so you guys got to subscribe to our Web Crawlers and watch or listen to our episode of the next. They usually have stuff up within like a week.
Yeah, usually.
Yeah, so that's going to be super fun. I'm excited. I want to talk to her about, what was it? I want to talk to her about the staircase, and then Allie's been tweeting about this doc called, what is it called? The Deep End or something with this like spiritual guru lady. I got to watch that. But I figure this is the thing. I feel like Web Crawlers always gives me these documentaries in like a shortened form. It's like the Cliff's Notes of these weird documentaries, and they're always better than the documentary. So I'm just waiting for them to cover it so I don't have to watch it.
Right.
I think they will. Oh, I saw that some clothing company tried to, or they did. They trademarked UAP and everybody's going ham on them.
Yes.
What happened?
There was a company that tried to trademark a flying saucer and UAP, the acronym for unidentified aerial phenomena. And then their lawyer started contacting people on Teespring and Redbubble and TeePublic and pulling their shirts down.
I know, it's like an acronym. It's like anybody can say that's like trademarking.
You know what's funny is one of their logos, that company, one of their logos says UAP, but it's inside the NASA logo.
Oh, come on.
And I'm like, you're going to get pissed at people using an acronym that's not ownable by anyone while you're using NASA's logo.
Yeah. But they went through, right? Like they have it.
Yeah.
That's so fucking dumb.
But you know what? It's one of those things that's like trademarks exist for everything. I don't think that people realize. And it's just how litigious someone wants to be with their lawyers. If you go on, you can check copyrights and trademarks free online. There's a bunch of different websites where you can do it. Literally thousands of people have right now copyrights and trademarks for UFO.
Oh.
But like they're not chasing anybody down because they know it's not really something they can litigate in court.
Yeah, I saw their tweet that said something like, "Oh, we don't want like other people in like the UFO UAP space to like not be able to use it. We did it for like safety or something or blah blah blah." And then it's like, and then they started contacting them all. It's like if you didn't,
Right.
like you're not saying like they're saying exactly the opposite of what they're doing.
Yeah.
And they don't seem like people who are deep in the UFO UAP culture. They're like just shirt bros.
Yeah, for sure.
What the fuck?
It's a mess. But
It's a mess.
I'll just continue to use UFO and flying saucer.
Yeah.
Because honestly, no one even knows what UAP is.
I know. I don't like UAP. It's uncomfortable for me.
Nope.
It doesn't flow. UFO is just way better.
I always thought it's funny that when you add ology onto UFO, you get ufology, right?
Mm-hmm.
But if you add ology onto UAP, it's uapology.
That's really the ufology. I obviously know how to say it because of you, but I feel like a lot of people fuck that up.
Well, it depends on what era people come up into, because if you listen to a lot of people from the 50s and 60s and 70s, they say UFOlogy.
Yeah, that's too much.
So ufology, ufology. I like ufology. Put an extra O in there.
You're a ufology.
I am a ufologist.
Oh, you know what? I've been meaning to tell you this, but maybe you noticed. But we have discussions about like the extreme filters that people use online and how they've gotten just like completely out of control.
It's out of control.
It's out of control. I saw this girl on Twitter today. She looked like an alien. I'm like, okay, bro. Whatever, but whatever makes you feel better. I don't fucking care. But anyway, I would always use like a light. Most of our selfies on sites, like when we go on trips, those have no fucking filter because it's like we're outside fucking somewhere. Like I'm gonna take like a picture of the location. But sometimes when I take selfies at home, I'll use like it's called no filter. It's like the lightest one you can use. Anyway, but I think like 6 months or so ago, you pulled me. You like literally said to me, and you were like, the filters that you use like don't do you any justice. They don't make your face look how. And it like I swear to you, it changed everything for me. I swear. Like, and lately I haven't been using filters at all. And a lot of my recent posts are just like no filter. And it like I guess I didn't know how bad I needed to hear that. And I just wanted to say thank you for saying.
No problem. I mean, that applies to a lot of people we know.
It does.
We have so many friends that are cute and beautiful, and then I see them with filters and they look so fucked up. And then I feel bad because I know that it makes them feel good to look that way. But I also feel like no one's saying like, you're beautiful out the gate. Like you don't need to like, I don't know, look like an anime character or something.
Yeah, I know. Like since you said that, I'm like noticing it more with other people using it. Like the other day, I forget what it was. There was like, you know, when you land on one fucking internet famous person and then it links to another one. And then you're like, why am I even caring about these people? So I landed on this couple. They were on Instagram. The girl was seriously so fucking pretty. It was ridiculous. Like, obviously, she had worked on whatever. And in some of her photos that were like professional modeling photos, she looked literally perfect. There was nothing wrong with her. And then when you go into her videos, all of her videos had a filter on. And I'm like, if that girl needs a filter, then we're all fucked. Because that girl is literally perfect. And it was just like, felt like it bums me out so bad. It like made my heart sad. It's like, you're like 22 and perfect. You remotely think you need that. It was such a bum out.
Yeah.
Just know that you like helped me. Like, and now when I have them on, I'm like, that looks weird. I don't know. It just, once you're doing it for a while, you don't notice. And like having somebody that you care about say something, it was like, it really helped. And it's like, and it doesn't matter if you have a couple, like, I swear the latest selfie I posted on my personal account, like you can see like the texture in my fucking forehead. And for a little bit after I posted it, I had such bad anxiety about it because I'm like, oh, you can see my skin texture. But I'm like, so fucking what? Everybody has skin texture.
I think the other thing is too, is I think we live in a society where people are afraid to tell people that they're attractive just in everyday life.
They should tell them because it's really helpful.
It's like, I think that everyone thinks that if you say that, you're flirting with someone.
No, it's like,
Do you know what I mean though?
Yeah, no, I do.
And the other thing is too, is like in the world we live in now, it is problematic with guys just walking up to girls and saying like, you're fucking hot.
Yeah. Yeah, you're not really, and that's the thing too, is like, a lot of times in public, and especially as a tattooed person, you don't want somebody to talk about your physical anything because it's nobody's fucking business. But like as a friend,
right? When it's friends, it's different.
Yes, like some people need to hear that shit because it will like break through a weird thing in your brain that's been going on that you didn't even know was going on.
Yeah.
And same with like guys to guys and girls to girls. It doesn't have to be like a male friend to a female friend and etc.
Yeah.
Yeah, I know. Yeah, it's awkward complimenting people or saying stuff out loud sometimes, but it's like definitely necessary. I know I've been in public before, like when you go to concerts and there's other girls in the bathroom and you want to say something nice, but you don't want to be like a weirdo. It's like just fucking say it.
It's so difficult and complicated though, because sometimes, and it all depends on person, like sometimes you can say something to someone like, you look really nice tonight, and the first thing they hear in their mind is like, oh, so I look like garbage all the rest of my life.
I know.
So it's just so fucking difficult.
I know.
But with you, I can tell you when you look like garbage.
Yeah, and I'll agree with you. I like looking like a warthog.
Nothing wrong with warthogs.
Warthogs, they're cute and ugly at the same time. We gotta go to the zoo, speaking of warthogs.
Whatever.
We don't have time. We really don't.
We really don't. Not right now.
We'll go when we get back.
Or something.
I know. I feel like there's going to be an interruption in our episodes. We're going to put out one more before we leave after this one. And then when we leave, it just might get a little spotty.
No, the biggest problem that we're going to have is when I'm in Europe. That'll be the biggest problem.
Yeah, we'll still be able to record one more when you get back. And then my hands will be tied until you get back.
Well, I mean, there'll be this one this week. There'll be one the week after that.
And then there'll be one when you're home for like 10 days.
There'll be one the week after that.
Mm-hmm.
There'll be one the week after that.
Really?
Yep.
All right.
Yeah. And then like the most we might miss is 2, I feel.
Okay. Well, we've done like a supersized episode before. We'll just do a supersized episode when we come back.
My brother-in-law and my sister said that one of those episodes should be a best of. We should ask people what their favorite moments were. Yeah,
but then you have to put that all together. You don't want to do that.
That's what I said.
I know, right? I know.
I was like, are you fucking kidding me? You want me to go through 60 fucking episodes of this fucking thing and clip out funny parts?
No, I don't we don't need that. What I was thinking though is I'm not even going to be home by whatever. If I get home way before you, maybe I could try and do an interview with somebody or a bonus episode with somebody, but I probably won't because I feel like we're going to be gone till the same time.
Yeah, I know.
Yeah, it'll be good.
It'll be fine.
I wish I was going with you. I wish you were going with me.
It'll be fine.
It'll be fine.
I'm glad we're not going with each other.
You're lying right now. First of all, you're lying. And then we're only home for like 3 weeks and then we have to go to Michigan Paracon.
My God, it's all going so fast.
Michigan Paracon's going to be so fucking fun.
Going so fast.
My favorite.
All right, I'm all done.
Yeah, I think I'm done too.
When are we supposed to do something this week?
We have web crawlers on Wednesday. We have a movie screening on Thursday.
That's what it is. Yeah.
Yeah. Then we'll record after that and give a spoiler-free review of A Black Phone. Yes! It's going to be so scary. Anything else?
No,
we should talk about our sponsors. Original Sock Dogs. Stacy Sock Dogs made my pillow today. She sent me my pillow of Bean's bed. She like cut up Bean's bed and made me a pillow, so now I can have it forever. So that's so cute. And then Adam Berry.
I have to ask her if she can. I tried and I failed. I have to ask her if she can make tribbles for me.
Oh yeah, I'm sure she can make you a tribble. I'll ask her. And then
all right, originalsockdogs.com.
Originalsockdogs.com, AdamBerryApparel.com for ghosty stuff and virtual meet and greets. And he'll be at Belvoir with us, and he'll be at Michigan Paracon. Yes! Yeah. And then Old Town Roasting. Listen, I was thinking today I should bring Old Town Roasting with me on my road trip and make it in the hotel, but then you got me scared of hotel coffee makers, so I don't know what to do.
Yeah.
Oh, but then I was thinking if you go to the dollar store again, can you get me some instant coffee for my road trip?
Yeah, of course.
Do they have it at the dollar store?
Yeah.
Okay, get me some.
Yeah, I will.
Okay.
When am I supposed to come over and paint your front of your house?
Probably, I don't know, we can do it Saturday or Sunday.
Okay.
Yeah. It's only 3 poles. There's only 3 columns.
I have paint. I already found paint.
Okay, cool.
All right, that's all.
Okay, I'll talk to you later.
Okay. Okay, bye. Oh, scratchy. Wait. Bye.